All right, hello and welcome back to another episode of Mr. Pisto Plays Magic the Gathering Arena Brawl deck tech and gameplay session. We're back. We're at it. Crimson VOW is new and I've been taking a break. A little over a month of just focusing on work, focusing on life, and not focusing on videos. And when I'm back, I'm going to try to make a couple videos a week to keep this hobby going. I've been very much enjoying it. For those who have maintained and stayed on as subscribers and have asked how you doing, what's going on, thank you. Anybody new to the videos? We play standard Brawl, and we are here with Geralf, Visionary Stitcher. Zombies you control have flying. You can pay 1 and sacrifice another non-token creature. You make an XX blue zombie creature token. Rexes sacrifice creatures toughness. So I built this more with the toughness in mind. You could go and build it maybe more zombie centric. I'll make some suggestions at the end of the video about that. Like, subscribe, notify so that you can see when my new content comes up. 3 cards that I wanted to show and they've been moved. Why does the game do this? This one and this one and where are you? This one and one more. This one. Wash away has been really cool. Being able to counter everything for like counterspell mana or cancel mana, I should say. Blue colorless. But also just paying 1 mana to counter your opponent's commander is very powerful. Papa Stitcher, we have 12 instants and sorceries, 10 instants, 2 sorceries in the deck, so we have a good number of ways of making zombies with this human. It also has 3 toughness, so you get a 3/3 flyer. Mirror Hall Mimic, anything that can copy any creature on the battlefield is very powerful. You get to play with your opponent's creatures, and you can also use the Disturb for 5 mana, and you basically get one of those creatures every upkeep, right at the beginning of your upkeep. So it has a lot of power to be had. And then Cherix, the Raging Isle, 0/17. So if we are lucky, we will get to have the dream of paying on blue to make a 17/17 flyer. Otherwise, it blocks really well in late game. It can get in because we have how many islands? We have 19 islands, so we can hit pretty hard with this thing late in the game. All right. Geralf, Visionary Stitcher, lots of toughness, and a little bit of tempo control. All right, let's do this. All right, we have an early counter spell, but all late game. We do get to go first, but I think we are going to take our free mulligan. This is much better. Early. Yeah, this is pretty good. So we'll play our island, and we will look at Karolus, Stewart Slayer, 3 mana, 2/3 flying haste. I think we do this. We'll leave up washout. Mind you, we're not going to be able to use it right now. A spell will deal damage to you or another permanent you control. Prevent that damage, so it stops like burn spells. And if a spell would deal damage to an opponent, or permanent deals damage plus 1. So you can build it as like a burn deck. You can also build it as a creature centric deck. There are a couple different ways to go. They only have red, so that's unfortunate. All right, they're probably going to have a hard time dealing with a 17/17 flyer in these colors unless they have enchantment based removal. They didn't discard a card. We'll counter that. I'll be able to play it again next turn, but that's okay. Alright, so we get to play a 1/4. Draw 2 cards, discard a card. This card's been actually very good. The Ward 3 can be tough to deal with if you can get it down on turn 5. I think I would much rather play the Hull Breacher than the Cyclone. Although this card's not doing much for us. Let's do this one. All right. So this time we get to make Charix into a 17/17 at the end of turn. Maybe. If they go to exile it. They're hovering over it. Enchanted creature has... I mean... Covens. Why do they tap so much mana to cast that? Sure. They do, I guess, not realize what this does. And scoopsies. We did it! We made a 17/17 and we won the game! Alright. On to game number 2. Right, we are getting very lucky on the play. Again, we can suspend, saw it coming. We have a 1/4. Yeah, we can keep this. Up against Vadrik, Astral Mage. I'm not too familiar, so if it's neither day or night, it becomes day. Enters the battlefield. Mystery sorcery costs X less to cast, for X is Vadrik's power. Whenever day becomes night, or night becomes day, you put a 1/1 counter. I think we'll do this. We get Alrund's Epiphany. And I feel like we just leave up, saw it coming. Excuse me. So saw that coming. Please give us a land. Ask and you shall receive. This one? You can leave up Disdainful Stroke. Maybe I'm playing too timid, but... Two mana for 4 mana is pretty good. Now I think I'm going to play this one. We are falling behind if we don't start drawing lands. Alright, so now I think we're gonna play out this. Get in. I will make them pay the rest of their mana. It's an annoying card. Grr. Okay, well, it's actually a very good card for them. In all honesty, a very strong card for what this deck is trying to do. Lots of instants and sorceries. We'll put Geralf in our hand. At this point, a 5/5 flyer is much better. You going to counter? No. We will land. Not a land. Alright. Shields up. We're down. Do what you want to do. I think this card is very cool. We have it here. It would be much better if we could draw some lands. Yeah, so this goes... Oh, they choose not to. Goodbye, world. Owie. Where are our lands? So if I play this, I can pretty much block everything, and they might have a wash away. I think we have to do this. And hope it doesn't die. At this point, you turn them all into 3/3s, right? That would be your best move, would it not? Three, 6, 9, 12, 15. You're not dead yet. Not dead yet. Very close to dead. Don't think there's much I can get out of this. Sure. Play this. Gets countered, we will move on. But it's game over. Alright, we will say good game and concede. Alright, on to the next one. Opponent gets to go first. 2-drop, steal an artifact. Yeah, I think we can keep this. Up against Sigarda, basically it's just human tribal usually, because humans get 1/1. And when you attack with 3 or more creatures with different powers, you look at the top 5 cards of your library, you can put a human into your hand and the rest on the bottom. And one of the best best 2-drops you can start with as far as this deck goes. So, has protection from werewolves, which is irrelevant right now, but it makes all humans tap to add 1 mana of that creature's colors. So now we have a 4/4 angel in the way. We draw an island, we get to play the Demi-Lich. When it attacks, you exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. You can copy it and cast it. And you can cast this from your graveyard by exiling 4 instants and sorceries. Well, that card's very powerful too. Next turn, they're going to have access to potentially 8 mana because, or 7 mana because of this. This will give them 8. Guaranteed to get a land. Guess maybe I could have drawn and discarded there. I don't think we're going to win this one, people. I think we're in trouble. You can cast creatures from the top of your library because I have Coven. 2, 3, 4. Vanguard. Enters the battlefield, put 2/1/1 counters on it for each other human you control. That's very strong. That's ward 2. Haven't really explored green all that much. Look forward to playing Tolivar again with some of the new werewolves. Well, this is discarding a creature card. Ah, I didn't read that so well. I guess we could discard this. We're gonna cast this next turn. We can flip that. Yeah. Alright, let's make a 3/3. We get to play Imrith and just hope. We get to go Imrith in Elrond's Epiphany. That's powerful. I might jump with that. Mm-hmm. Ward 4. It's a lot. Copy of any creature. Could copy this. Sure. Bye-bye token. Oh, now they can double block Imrith if they want. Doop-de-doop. You going to double block? Chump? Probably not. Just take it. Let me draw a card. Chump. All right. what do I want a copy of? This lifelink, right? So I could do this and then this. I get a little bit of life back when I jump. Bye bye, Imrith. All the humans. We could activate that next turn. The humans deck is definitely very strong. Guess I don't have to sacrifice this guy just yet. But it doesn't look good for your hero. You got a way to give something trample? Save your token. This is... That would have been nice. Mordecala can this kind of kunakana blah 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 blah. This one. Sacrifice another non-token. That's a token. Kill me. Why? All right, let's move on to the next one. Counter there. Let me see. We got counter there. Commander. Draw some cards. Let's do it. Not playing snow. Interesting. So whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, you get to draw a card. It's a 3-mana 2/2. Vega the Watcher. Pretty cool card. We have a land to discard to our thirst. We will wash that out, even though they do have stuff here. We got all our powerful... Yikes. All right, here comes the kitty cats. Every land, you get a 2/2. Oh, full meal deal. One on bottom, one on top. Must be a land. Let's consider our options. I'm going to put in our graveyard. And I think the first one that's worth playing is Imrith. The card that they have is the sleeve of their deck. Here's Vega again. I think I'm gonna steal Vega. No land. Huh. I guess, yeah. Attack first. Draw a card. Steal your Vega. Bye bye, Mind Flare. Then they scoop. Oh. Alright, well, I think we got time for one more game. Alright, let's do this. Alright, they got a cool avatar. They have Olivia Crimson Bride with the new cool artwork. We don't have the best hand, but it's definitely keepable. Flying Haste. We will play this card in the not so distant future. Basically, we're playing kind of Reanimator with it. We're gonna run this out. When it attacks, you can return a creature card tapped and attacking. It gains when you don't control a legendary vampire, exile this creature. So we will definitely be playing with that at some point in time. They killed my dude. So they are playing vampires. All right. Look at the top four. I'm just going to do this. You can't ambush anything anyways. And we'll stop them from getting a blood token. That's a big boy. Let's just exile it. Put a 1/1 counter here and get in. This is the land that taps. Yeah. 1 life to make any color for a vampire. If we draw a land, I'm going to turn that into sludge. Man, all manas. Well, I can't turn that into sludge. We will do this. I want this and that. I want this. I want this. Don't want that. And we're not going to attack this time. Here comes Olivia. All these artworks are so pretty. You get to do both, huh? Really? Really going for the gusto. Well, I kind of want to do this, but I also want to play this. This onto this seems very powerful. This could be a little bit greedy. But 1, 2, 3 removal spells deep so far. They can play Olivia. Get the land. I think we are going to glass pool mimic this into that. And then we do this. Discard that. No attacks. The land, we will do this. And they'll concede. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Geralf. Let's go into a little tiny bit of a post game and then we will wrap up the video. All right, thanks for watching. Here we go, post game. All right, so Geralf, Visionary Stitcher. Made the wins were concedes and the losses were pretty fantastic. I think the deck is lots of fun. Sludge Monster plays a pretty big role. Being able to sacrifice the thing you steal with Mind Flayer is very powerful. We got to see Wash Away do its thing, and Charix did end up making one of our opponents concede because of the 17/17 flyer. So something that you could do is just go straight to, I don't think there's any extras that I don't have. There's one non-token zombie enters the battlefield. You can make a token that's a copy of it. You could in theory go with zombie tribal. There are a decent amount of zombies here that you could play. Scabbing Scab, you're playing a lot of graveyard synergy stuff going this direction, where I thought going the big toughness direction was probably, I think, the better way to go. Well, along with the zombies, you also have a few changelings that you could play. You could play Mistwalker. You could play the Blood Pretender as a zombie. Maskwood Nexus makes all your creatures zombies. So you could go down the zombie route, but I do think this is the best way to go. I think playing with the big toughness like the turtle, along with some of the smaller things like the Shell Half and Tumor, which I didn't realize, but it only does zombie or discards creature cards to draw a card. So I learned something while we played today. But yeah, that is Geralf, Visionary Stitcher. I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. Mr. Pisto to yourself. Bye for now.